No, the world community of nations can tolerate deliberate deception and offensive threats on the part of any nation.
I will make you understand.
Hey everybody, I'm Tony Jones, and welcome to the Tony Jones Show.
It's not enough. People are willing to take the risk. It's sort of a herd mentality, a lemming-like mentality. If you don't go with the flow, you're anti-American and therefore a suspect.
The Tony Jones Show, featuring punk, rockabilly, psychobilly, and Providence, Rhode Island's finest, starts right now.
He's a dangerous militia member, I hear. Oh, and there she blows.
Friends, the time for mediocrity in broadcasting is over. My name is Tony Jones, and you are listening to The Tony Jones Show, your destination for talk and rock Don't forget to check out TonyJones.org. During the live broadcast, I am on Facebook, facebook.com/The Tony Jones Show. And on Twitter, the Twitter account is also open this evening at Tony Jones NRI using the hashtag alternative media. Thank you so much for tuning in. You just heard from the Necromantics off of Brought Back to Life. Again, Bloody Holiday, the name of that one. Ladies and gentlemen, as you listen over the airwaves, over the internet, on your mobile device, and on podcast, I will be getting back to my roots this evening on the Tony Jones Show. No in-studio guest, no co-host. It's just me and you, and I will be doing what I'm told I do best, and that is I will be jockeying discs for you tonight. That's right, good old-fashioned rock and roll radio right here on the Tony Jones Show. As always, I want to thank you for tuning in and hanging out and spending some time with me. Again, if you're catching the live program, I am always willing to take requests, and if I have it here, I'm sure you don't know because there's no way of knowing. What I do is I actually DJ with physical CDs. So I bring a bunch of my CD collection here, and I actually put them in CD decks, and I play them. So a lot of other shows, crappy shows, they maybe come up with a playlist weeks ago, then they upload the playlist to Windows Media Player and blah, blah, blah. It's the same old diarrhea, audio diarrhea that has plagued the radio industry. Well, I like to be in the moment, which is a good thing for radio, but is a downfall in my personal life sometimes. But I digress. So I do have physical CDs with me, so I can take your requests on Twitter at Tony Jones NRI and on Facebook at facebook.com/Tony Jones Show. And earlier this week, I attended the Midday Social, which is a networking night for musicians and venues and radio stations, and I got a stack, an actual literal stack of CDs. So I want to get to some of the material that was given to me at the Midday Social, which is what you're going to hear next off of the album The Storm. This is a band called Blindside Thunder, and this is a song called My Baby Loves to Dance.
I love to prove it, the way you shake and groove it. Billy Lyons had a great big fight. Talk about the bad man. Mean old Stackley. Old Stacky says to Billy, you know I do not go for that. You took all my money, now you want my Stetson hat. He's a bad man. Mean old Stackley. And Billy Lyons said, Stackley, please don't you take my life. I have got two lovely children, very lovely wife. But he's a bad man. He mean old Stackley. Old Stacky looks at Billy, says, you know I just don't care. And if you such a family man, what the hell you doing here? Now even bad man, the sundown taught the truth. Boom, 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 boom. 6 shot with a 44. Billy Lyons drew his last breath on the barroom floor. Oh, he's a bad man. Mean old Stackley. Well, Stackley shot Billy, shot that boy so bad. Bullet went right through Bully, both the bartenders looking glass. Talk about a bad man. Mean old Stackley. Nobody seemed to know where's at, even though he always wear them great big Stetson hat. Talk about the bad man. Mean old Stackley. So Stackley still go around with a 6-gun by his side. Never give a thought how Billy's wife and children cried, cause she's a bad man. He'd mean old Stackley. Now there are songs that glorify a bad man's wicked ways, but there's no tune can pacify half orphans' lonely gaze. Talk about the bad man. Mean old Stackley, he's a cruel one. Mean old Stackley.
Jump into my machine so we can move on out. I know a swinging
Oh, Carol. Oh, Carol.
Oh, Carol. Oh, Carol. Keep going. Oh, Carol. Keep going.
Carol, the name of that one, a little Chuck Berry by way of the Groovy Ghoulies off of Buried Alive right here on the Tony Jones Show. Before that, we heard from last week's in-studio guest, Ed McGurl, off of Ides of Blue. The track you heard was Staggerly, and if you recall last week's program, Mr. McGurl is probably taking the stage as we speak at the Courthouse Center for the Arts. Make sure you check that out tonight for a fantastic cause. Before that, a band I met at the Midday Social on Thursday night, Blindside Thunder, The Storm, the name of the album, My Baby Loves to Dance, the name of that one, and then I'd be remiss if I didn't mention we kicked off the program this evening with some good old-fashioned psychobilly rock and roll. You heard from the Necromantics off of Brought Back to Life Again. Bloody Holiday, the name of that one. TonyJones.org is my website. Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show. On Twitter @TonyJonesNRI. The track we just heard, some Groovy Ghoulies, the unfortunately very sad, now defunct Groovy Ghoulies, one of the premier bands of a young Tony Jones. Off of Buried Alive, they did a whole album of Chuck Berry covers. You heard Carol, and I'm thinking, does every woman, or man for that matter, out there named Carol hate the song Carol? Because personally, as a Mr. Jones, there is just a song called Mr. Jones and Me. I can't even think. It's just some horrible hippie band. And I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan, as a Mr. Jones, of the song Mr. Jones, because people have sung it to me my whole life. You know, the whole time, Mr. Jones and me. You know, they think it's cute, but it's not. And I met a girl once. Her name was Roxanne, and the song Roxanne by the Police, I mean, literally, if you sang Roxanne to this poor woman, young lady at the time, she would cry. She hated the song Roxanne. So if there's any Carols out there, let me know if you despise the song Carol. I have a feeling people will be 50-50 on that, but as a Mr. Jones, I mean, it's not cute. You know what was also brutal, not to digress too far, but as a Tony, there was a Prince Spaghetti pasta sauce commercial back in the day. If you're of a certain age, you remember, where the little old Italian mother would call out, Anthony, it's Prince Spaghetti Day. Man, did I hear that stupid commercial my whole life, too. But let's get on to some music now. We're going to hear from Anti-Flag. Innocence is the First Casualty, the name of the album. The name of this song is Something You Should Always Remember. The name of the song is You Can Kill the Protester, but you cannot kill the protest.
Salvation Cruise. Your fundamentals really not like mine. I drink some whiskey, I drink some wine, I get along fine. Oh, I don't get so blue. So sail away, no dancing allowed on your Salvation Cruise. So blind, just because you left don't mean I'm left behind. I see some sign, just like a headline on the morning news. Ain't lost survivors on your sunken ship they'll call that Salvation Cruise. Ain't lost survivors on your sunken ship they'll call that Salvation Cruise. Survivors on your sunny ship they'll call the Salvation Cruise.
That famous public service announcement with guitars. Know Your Rights, the name of that one you just heard from The Clash off of Combat Rock. When we last chatted, I brought you into Anti-Flag off of Innocence is the First Casualty. You can kill the protester, but you can't kill the protest, the name of that one. And then, in the middle, we heard from Mr. Mark Cutler off of Sweet Pain. The name of that track, he played it live here in studio on the Tony Jones Show about sometime last year, I guess you heard. Salvation Cruise. TonyJones.org is my website. Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show. On Twitter at Tony Jones NRI. I'm standing up right now. I was going to say if you don't know. You don't know because nobody's here in the studio with me. I'm standing up right now because I'm hearkening back to my roots this evening. As I mentioned at the top of the hour, no guest tonight, no co-host. I am just simply jockeying discs this evening. And a young Tony Jones on AM radio back in the day, I think I had a 2-hour time slot, and I would stand the whole 2 hours whilst broadcasting because I was told that you sounded better while standing, and I just wanted to put out the best show possible. I want to put out the best show possible today. However, if I stood for 2 hours, I'm old and decrepit, I wouldn't make it out of the studio. You'd have to roll me down the stairs. But I'm standing because I'm hearkening. I'm hearkening back. So I'm standing, I'm jockeying discs. And on that note, I haven't mentioned in a few weeks, if you're in a local band, if you're in an independent band, if you'd like me to play your music, if you'd like to be here in studio, go to TonyJones.org. Click on the contact page, MP3s to TonyJonesNRI@gmail.com, and you can, of course, get to me on Facebook and on Twitter. Always looking for music to play, always looking for people to talk to be here in studio if you're not shy. So go to TonyJones.org and click on the contact page. We're going to turn our attention back to some local music and back to a group who's been in this very studio several times. I'm going to have to check, actually. This next band is the Magunks. They may hold the record for most frequent Tony Jones Show guests. They've been in studio with me at every studio that I've been in, and I hope that will continue as we hit the busy season for local music. But this is the Magunks, and this is a track called Beer.
Yes, I know it all along.
getting hit on at the bank. What kind of man do you think I am? Because I have a bad haircut? Because I wear a leather jacket? I can see the traces. Oh, you show a bit of empathy. You'd be better off a space babe. Oh, using some kind of telepathy. I'm a reject of your society. Your career-minded lady with credit history. You're so square, I won't be your pet. I'll find another teller gonna give me the slip. I was cutting some tracks, getting hit on at the studio. What kind of man do you think I am? Because my shades are cheap plastic. Because my suede shoes are red. I can hear the swish swish. Oh, of the wheels of magnetic tape. Sticky situations. Oh, that's not one that I'll take. I write pop songs, something but groovy. That does not mean I get frenzy. You're the producer, now get on with your work. Understand my composition, don't get your feelings hurt. I misunderstood. I misunderstood. I misunderstood. I was taking my time, getting sexy at the peep show. I don't need no one to hold my hand. Not the girls at the record store. Baby, I'm an independent man. Yeah! Getting hit on at the bank. No thanks. Getting hit on at the bank. No thanks. Getting hit on at the bank. No thanks. Getting hit on at the bank.
Last time we chatted, I brought you into local punk stalwarts, the Magunks, off of Highlights for Lowlifes, Beer, the name of that track. You just heard from The Briefs off of Steal Your Heart. That's right, Steal, Y-E-R, Heart. Getting Hit On at the Bank, the name of that one. And stuck in the middle of the Magunks and of The Briefs, you heard from the unfortunately now defunct The Charms off of Charmed, I'm Sure. Saturday, the name of that track, The Charms, a Tony Jones show favorite. Everybody, they be loving, they be digging, they are very excited when we play The Charms right here on the Tony Jones Show, because that is something you don't hear every day, and something else you don't hear every day is good old-fashioned rock and roll radio, which is what I am bringing you tonight. No co-host, no in-studio guest. I am simply jockeying discs for you right here on the Tony Jones Show. A big thank you for everybody who checked in on Twitter at Tony Jones NRI and on Facebook, facebook.com/The Tony Jones Show. TonyJones.org is my website, and unfortunately, the show is drawing to a close, but we're going to have time for a few more tunes as we continue with my old band. Well, one of my old bands. We're going to hear from the Jerk Tones now, off of Going Back to Creepsville. The name of this track is Baby, Are You Dead? That's right, Baby, Are You Dead? You heard it here on the Tony Jones Show.
Are you dead?